Words have shaped empires, started wars, and forged unbreakable bonds. The right words spoken with conviction can inspire action, create desire, and command respect. But the man who cannot master his words cannot master himself. A Stoic understands this truth. He does not speak to impress, nor does he speak to please. He speaks to convey truth, to project strength, and to establish unshakable presence. Most men stumble through conversations seeking approval, fumbling for the right thing to say, hoping to be liked. They believe attraction comes from chasing, from proving their worth, from bending themselves to fit the expectations of others. But a man who understands the power of words knows that true influence is not in chasing, it is in standing firm. It is in knowing that silence is often more powerful than speech, and that when you do speak, every word must carry weight. Imagine walking into a room and commanding attention without trying. Imagine saying something so simple yet so profound that it lingers in the mind of the woman you're speaking to long after you've left. That is the power of intentional words. That is the power of a man who speaks from self-mastery, not from a need for validation. A Stoic man does not try to win people over with empty flattery. He does not seek approval through meaningless praise. He observes, he understands, and when he speaks, he does so with a presence that cannot be ignored. His words are not tricks, not rehearsed lines, but reflections of a mind that is calm, confident, and completely in control. Today, you will learn 6 phrases that hold this power, not because they are magical, but because they reflect the mindset of a man who does not need to chase, a man who understands that attraction is not about pleasing, but about being. When spoken with intention, these words will not only shift the way women see you, they will shift the way you see yourself. Because the true power of words is not just in how others react, it is in how they shape the man who speaks them. The 6 Stoic phrases that command respect and attraction. Words carry weight when spoken by a man who knows himself. A Stoic does not rely on rehearsed lines or empty charm. He speaks with intent, and his words reflect his reality. The 6 phrases below are not tricks. They do not manipulate or persuade. Instead, they reveal a mindset of strength, discernment, and quiet self-assurance. Each phrase, when spoken with the right energy, has the power to shift the dynamics of attraction. Not because they seek validation, but because they convey a man who is already validated within himself. Number 1. You have a unique way about you. I like that. A woman has heard it all before. Compliments on her beauty, her smile, her style. Most men notice what is obvious. Few take the time to recognize what is rare. This phrase is not about flattery. It is about perception. When you acknowledge something beyond the surface, you trigger intrigue. She will wonder what you see, why you see it, and what it means about her. The moment a person starts questioning, they start investing. Mystery is not created through withholding. It is created through observation. A Stoic man does not seek to impress. He simply notices what others overlook. Number 2. I like women who know what they want. Most men try to figure out what a woman wants and then shape themselves accordingly. This is the behavior of a man seeking approval. A Stoic does the opposite. He states his own standard. He makes it clear that he is not looking for someone to complete him. He is looking for someone who meets his expectations. This shifts the dynamic from one of pursuit to one of selection. It challenges her to evaluate whether she is that kind of woman, and that shift in perspective makes all the difference. A man who knows what he wants does not need to chase. He lets others step forward. Number 3. That's what I like most about you. Attraction is not about vague admiration. It is about being seen in a way that few people take the time to see. When you tell a woman exactly what it is about her that stands out, her passion, her discipline, her sharp wit, you create a connection that is deeper than appearance. More importantly, you separate yourself from every man who speaks in generalities. A Stoic does not praise for the sake of pleasing. He acknowledges with precision, and in doing so he makes an impact. Number 4. I don't think you're ready for me yet. Scarcity is one of the most powerful psychological forces. People want what feels just out of reach. When you say this phrase with a calm smile, you accomplish 2 things. First, you introduce doubt. What does he mean by that? Is he on a different level? Second, you create a challenge. If she believes she is ready, she will want to prove it. Most men place women on a pedestal, trying to convince them that they are worthy. A Stoic man turns the table. He does not reject, nor does he seek approval. He simply suggests that not everyone is prepared for what he brings to the table. Number 5. I don't know if you can handle me. Confidence does not always need to be serious. It can be playful, teasing, effortlessly self-assured. This phrase, when said with the right energy, is an invitation to curiosity. It implies depth, intensity, a challenge. The key is in the delivery. Say it with a smirk, a pause, an amused glance. It is not a boast, nor is it arrogance. It is the quiet suggestion that you are not easily contained, and in that suggestion, you invite her to lean in. Number 6. I'm not that easy. Men who value themselves do not hand out attention freely. They do not chase. They do not overinvest, and they do not seek validation. This phrase, spoken at the right moment, signals that you are a man who requires effort. It subtly reverses the script. Instead of proving yourself to her, it implies that she must prove herself to you. A man who is too eager to please is never truly respected. A man who holds himself with quiet discernment, who does not reveal too much too soon, becomes the one others remember. These phrases do not work because of the words themselves. They work because of the man who speaks them. If you say them with insecurity, with an anxious need for approval, they will fall flat. But if you embody them, if you live with presence, purpose, and inner strength, then they will carry weight. Attraction is not about forcing an outcome. It is about being a man who commands respect, not because he demands it, but because he gives no reason for it to be withheld. Mastery is not found in grand gestures or fleeting moments of brilliance. It is cultivated through discipline, awareness, and unwavering intentionality. A man who moves through life with purpose does not rely on luck, nor does he leave his impact to chance. He understands that every word spoken, every action taken, and every thought entertained shapes his reality. Mastery is not an accident, it is a choice, repeated daily, refined through trial, and strengthened by resistance. A Stoic does not seek to impress. He does not chase validation or allow the shifting opinions of others to dictate his course. Instead, he operates from a core of self-sufficiency, knowing that real influence does not come from seeking attention, but from embodying something greater. His presence commands respect, not because he demands it, but because his consistency, his restraint, and his quiet confidence make it impossible to ignore. He does not speak to fill silence. He speaks to create impact. Words alone mean nothing without the weight of the man behind them. A phrase can be powerful, but only when it is backed by a life lived with conviction. Mastery over words is not about rehearsed lines or calculated strategies. It is about clarity of mind, depth of thought, and the ability to communicate with precision. A man who understands this does not rely on manipulation or pretense. He influences effortlessly because he speaks from a place of truth. The difference between a man who commands respect and one who begs for it is simple. One moves with intentionality, the other reacts to circumstance. The man who leads does not wait for permission. He does not look to others for direction. He carves his own path and allows those who recognize strength to follow. Women are drawn to him not because he tries to be attractive, but because he exists as a force unto himself. His presence is magnetic because it is unshaken. His words resonate because they are spoken with certainty. His value is clear because he does not seek to prove it. True mastery is not loud. It does not beg to be noticed. It does not waver in the face of doubt. It is the quiet power of a man who knows who he is, what he stands for, and where he is going. He is not distracted by fleeting desires. He does not compromise his standards, and because of this, the world moves to accommodate him. He does not chase, he attracts. Not because he seeks approval, but because he has already approved of himself. If this message resonated with you, if you're ready to move beyond mediocrity and embody the kind of man who commands respect without saying a word, then take action. Like this video, subscribe to Ultimate Stoicism, and turn on notifications so you never miss another lesson in strength, wisdom, and mastery. But more than that, share your thoughts. What part of this video challenged you? What lesson spoke to you the most? Drop a comment below and join the conversation. Growth is forged through reflection, and the brotherhood of Stoic men is built on the exchange of ideas. Step forward, engage, and commit to becoming the man you were meant to be.